All right, guys, dealing with disappointment in recovery. Now, even though we're getting sober and we're changing our lives, disappointment's still going to happen. It's a part of life. And part of being sober is learning how to deal with that disappointment in a healthy way. That's not going to cause drama or cause things to implode as maybe things were when you were using substances. So there's a few things I like to do when disappointment comes up. The first one is to talk about it. Find a mentor, find a coach, find somebody that you can really let this off your chest, right? Because when it's swimming around in our head and we don't really know the solution to it, it can feel quite isolating. And what I found is that when I'm able to talk to somebody about it and get it out of my head and into reality in a sense, it starts to lose its power. And oftentimes too, people can help me see the disappointment in a different light. Before it was like, oh my God, this is the end of the world. Now it's like, hey, just like I told you, this happens, things are gonna happen, things are gonna go the way we don't want them to go. And after I get that reminder, I'm like, oh yeah, life's going to be okay. Things are going to be all right. So that being said, if you do want some one-on-one accountability to have somebody to bounce those ideas off of and get over that disappointment in a much quicker way, then I do have Sobriety 101 coaching. You can reach out in the link below and we can book a call with me and we can kind of find out where you are in your journey and what you're really looking to accomplish in recovery and your life. What I found with the people I've coached is that once they have the vision for themselves and for where they want to be in life, the substance starts to lose its attraction. It starts to lose its power because it's like, wait a sec, I have all these goals I want to accomplish. Is picking up the joint or picking up the bottle, is that actually going to help me with this goal I have or not? And I find that a lot of times the people that don't succeed in recovery is they don't have a clear direction on their life. Sometimes getting sober just isn't enough. You need some extrinsic motivations like relationships, like a new career, like having a family one day. Any one of those things can do. Obviously, it's going to be important for you to discover that, and I'm here to help. So again, you can book a call down below, and let's get back into disappointment here. So some other things I like to do when I'm feeling disappointment is I go to the gym. I go work out. I let off that aggression and that anger and that, sadness in a sense. It's sad recognizing that a story that we thought was going to play out in our lives is no longer going to play out. That can be really tough. That can be heartbreaking in a sense. And I know that pushed me many times to use substances because I didn't want to feel that pain right here in the chest, in the heart. And once I've started to, I've realized, okay, it's still gonna hurt, it's still gonna burn, it may take a day or two to overcome, however I will overcome it, and I will see the positive that came from it. There's always a silver lining, and usually the thing I thought that I was losing out on was actually a blessing in disguise. Maybe life could still have been great if I would have gotten what I wanted, however, now life's gonna be great also, so life will continue being great if you keep putting the work. Just because a story is no longer a part of your life doesn't mean you're not gonna have a great time, you're not gonna live a fulfilling life that you want. The third thing I like to do when I'm feeling disappointment is I like to do something else, do something to distract myself from the intense emotion that pops up in the moment. Sometimes it can be like whoosh, right? And my knee-jerk reaction is to react on that emotion, to lash out or to say something. And instead, if I just take some time to sit with myself, maybe go into some meditation, maybe journal a bit. Journaling is super helpful because you get it out of your head and onto paper, onto physical form. I find that kind of alleviates the stress too. And from there, I'm able to see it again in a different vantage point and move forward with my day. Now, what to do if like, hey, I've been feeling this disappointment for a very long time, then it might be good to seek out some outside help again to find what that root cause of disappointment could be. Because sometimes there's some real deep trauma that's there and that it takes a long time to uncover. So I know this is a 5-minute video here. However, sometimes it's important to get some help, get some support, like I said earlier, with maybe like a healer, maybe with somebody that does like parts therapy, right? Parts therapy is a really powerful thing to find those different parts of you that have been hurt and that are reacting to a certain experience. So guys, what do you do when you feel disappointment? Comment down below. Community is really important for me, and I'm excited to be able to connect with you in this group if that's something you choose to be a part of. So share this with anybody that you know that's going through disappointment right now. And we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.